What's up, guys? What's going on? I'm very excited. First things first, we have 195 subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have not been doing content enough lately to be getting any subscribers, so I appreciate the fact that I'm getting subscribers still, putting the content out, what little content out that I can do. My family life, our little girl Aspen, she's getting fed right now in the kitchen. She's getting to be a big girl. She's 10 months old. Her first birthday's coming up. It's just craziness. You know, that and the bar, running the bar, and then trying to keep my physical health up. I'm starting to go back to the gym again and trying to prioritize that and financial priorities. And I'm still finding that little sector of my financial priorities is going into cards. But I'm really trying to get really good deals now, I'm really trying to budget out the stuff that I'm buying. Anyways, it is Pokemon Mystery Mail Day, number 44. Let's get into it. So first things first, I'm going to get into these packages. Then I'm going to go over cards that I recently bought on a super budget. I went to Second and Charles, which is a bookstore in Charlotte around South End. And there was someone there wanting an appraisal for some cards that they brought in. And I turned over and I said, and the card appraisal person was not in the store that day. I turned around and I said, I can appraise your cards and I might even buy them, but I don't work here. And so we stepped outside, we went to their car. It felt kind of sketchy at first, but then he brought out the box and I saw, and this is the box that he brought out. And this was full of plastic deck kind of holder containers. It's still full of vintage and modern energies and trainer cards. And when I say modern, I mean from 2012 to 2014, the diamond and pearl era, maybe black and white too. That's what I originally got. I wish I did a video showing that stuff in its entirety when I first got it, showing all the good stuff that I got for $270. I paid $270, not even $300, and I got a lot of cards. I mean a lot. Now, it wasn't like one of my better hauls that I had earlier last year, or maybe that was still this year. But it was still really good, and I got a vintage Charizard card that I'm saving for the end of the video that I'm going to show you guys. I picked that up. And basically that Charizard was $100 of the deal, and I got all the other holographic cards and all of the commons, rares, uncommons for $170. Seemed like a slam dunk to me. A lot of the cards were lightly played and moderately played, but still, $270, all those cards down the road, it's gonna be a slam dunk. Anyways, let's go over these before I waste any more of y'all's time. So, I cracked this open and make sure I did get the correct cards. This is from Troll and Toad. They are a massive distributor for Pokemon cards in the US, and sometimes stuff gets mixed up. I feel like I've had that happen before because they're just so big, but everything is here. Everything looks right. And I wanted to go over something that I thought was interesting. So these were their played cards. Now, if you've ever bought anything from Troll and Toad, you understand, guys, quiet. So we also are fostering a pit bull now, and so our other 3 little Maltese are kind of going crazy over there. One of them is in heat, so the boys are going kind of crazy. It's wild in this household right now. Anyways, if you've ever bought anything from Troll and Toad, and here we have a really nice Azumarill from, I believe, Aquapolis. Yes. This is from Aquapolis. I'm going to show this card in closer detail in a minute. If you've ever bought cards from Troll and Toad, they don't show the edges and they don't show the backs of the cards. And you kind of have to trust their kind of grading scale for yourself. And so I thought, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to buy some of my holographic cards. And I'm trying, if you know, from some of my most recent videos, I've talked about the fact that I'm trying to complete master sets of all of the Wizards of the Coast sets. Now there are, I think there's 31 total sets that I want to go after, going up to 2007. But the master sets that I'm going after right now are all Wizards of the Coast, which stopped at Skyridge. Skyridge was the last, this shiny green set right here. It was the last set that ever released with Wizards of the Coast, and then it changed to Pokemon distributing. At least that's what I believe. Anyways, let's get into this. So what's interesting about this pickup is that these cards are played. So we want to take a look at these in closer detail and see what Troll and Toad defines as played. So this is kind of an interesting video that I haven't ever really even done before. Of course, they've got this thing taped up here. First things first, there's some kind of tamper strip seal with the tape, and so it's making it kind of difficult for me to get in here. Alright, but I get it. It was shipped in a bubble with no rigidity other than a top loader. I get it, they're a mass distributor, but shipping could have been a little bit better. All in all, the cards look good. Alright, so let's discuss this Azumarill. I'm going to take this card out of the top loader so we can get a good look at it. I don't even need to take it out of the sleeve because the binders that I have are double-sided and fit sleeves. So let's get into this guy. Definitely looks closer to a moderately played card. I bought this card thinking that I could get a really good deal and thinking that played was closer to lightly played, but it's definitely played. It looks closer to moderately played, and I'll show you that in a second. So the back actually looks good. The back looks good for being played. The front looks a little rougher, but it's okay. This is going in a binder, and I'm on a budget to complete these sets, so they don't need to be perfect. I can always resell these cards later. So let's go over this amazing artwork with this Azumarill, who is in this lost, Aquapolis city. It looks kind of like it is in Greece or Rome or something. He's got this boat right here. Beautiful hollow pattern. The card is straight. It looks good. The edges look good. There's no weird separation on the edges. So for a played card, you get a pretty good value here. I think this was around 20 bucks or something like that. So I'm very happy with the end result. I don't know if you guys, I'm gonna try and put this into the camera. I don't know if you guys can catch this. I don't know if you can even see it, but this top edge right here is showing a little bit of separation. I'm gonna get the card out of the sleeve a little bit there, see if that will help. I really want this to focus in on this line, but I don't know if it will. Anyways, guys, and I need a new phone for doing these videos, but anyways, we're just gonna continue here. This is the first thing in the mail day that we got, and it looks pretty good overall. The front looks pretty good. There's a little bit of separation along this top here, and you'll see a bit more of that looking at the back. So the back of this card has edge wear up here that's pretty gnarly, pretty moderately played looking to me. But the rest of the card is pretty much flawless. So in my opinion, this card is right on played, maybe even a little better than played condition, but it's not lightly played. But the front top, just where it's separating, and I'm gonna show that one more time. Don't know if anybody's gonna see it. It's got that beautiful hollow pattern. But the top here is a little separated. So we're gonna move on. I need to put that in my binder, and I'm gonna go over all the binder sets in a later video when I have them closer to completion. I'm gonna go over all these sets that I've been working on that I'm so proud of. So this next card looks really good. So for being played, this is a shockingly nice card. And here's where you get the complete dichotomy of what this grading scale is. This card looks like it's lightly played to near mint, or very lightly played. This is a very nice electrode. Everything looks good on this card. I really don't have anything to point out for the most part. Card looks really nice. Another finished card from the Aquapolis set. Yep. And I'm gonna show you guys the back. So yeah, nothing on the front that I could show you guys. Everything looks really good. I am really happy with this card. And it just goes to show that maybe some of us should be trusting the massive distributors over some of the individual sellers. Now, that's not to say that you shouldn't trust me and you should buy from Troll and Toad instead of me. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when you are looking specifically for single cards, and you're not sure, you know, if you can't really, you're new to the hobby, you can't really tell the grading very easily. This company, I feel, was very transparent about the grading. This was also a played card, and it does not look played. The back of this card looks very near mint. There is no whitening at all. Show you the other corner there. There is no whitening on this card at all. Looks really, really good. Love that electrode. That's cool artwork. Really love the Azumarill. Wish it was a little cleaner. Let's get into the second piece of mail, and then we have a lot of work ahead of us. I have to go over, in the next 10 minutes, I have to manage to squeeze in. So what I'm holding down here that you guys can't see are all of the cards that I got, that I've sorted into sets. All these sets are basically from Black and White or Diamond and Pearl. So we've got 2 big stacks here. They also sold me, in that collection came 2 stacks of base set cards. I really don't want to damage them trying to show you all these cards, guys, but I am desperately trying. So in one stack we have a lot of Jungle and Fossil, and in this stack, and I've sleeved some of these Bulbasaurs because some of them are near mint. In this stack we have all of base set. That's a lot of cards, guys. A lot of cards. There's got to easily be $100 worth of cards just in these 2 fat stacks of cards here. So these were the vintage cards. These and the Charizard were the main reason that I paid what I paid for these cards. I'm not even gonna go through them because I don't have time. You guys can probably tell that they're played, moderately played. They're not amazing condition, but there is easily 150, maybe 160 cards here that are vintage. And some are in really good condition. On top of that, we've got a stack of non-holos that are here. I haven't even gotten into the fun stuff yet. And I haven't even gotten into this other piece of mail yet. So bear with me, guys, because this might go a little longer. Anyways, we've got this non-holo stack, and we've got all these really, really good condition rares. These are not played or moderately played. These Beedrills can get pricey when they're near mint. We've got pretty much all the rares we would need to like complete a set. And then we've got cards from Jungle. I'm sure we've got cards from Fossil in here, some rares. But you guys, we have all these rares from base set. It's awesome. There we get a beautiful Pidgeot from Jungle. We've got some trainer rares. This Clefairy doll I didn't have for a long time. I have it in my completed base set now, but I didn't before. We've got a Haunter, non-holo. We've got some more trainers, yada yada. We've got Fossil, rares, and we've got some Dragonites. Anyways, all these cards, not really, you know, piquing my interest, but there's so much more. So we have these big stacks, and I can't go through these. There's just too many of them. All of these cards, though, guys, are from Diamond and Pearl era. So these are now 10 years old. So there's some value here with these cards. Some of the cards that I'll pick out right off the bat, I'm forgetting. I thought I was trying to memorize all these sets from Diamond and Pearl, but I can't right now. But right here, just to give you an example, we've got a Pidgeot reverse. One day this guy is going to be worth something. You've got a Jinx reverse. You've got an Unknown reverse. Rattata reverse. You know, a lot of these cards were just bulk cards in Diamond and Pearl that someone probably didn't care about. We've got a Trapinch here. A lot of great artworks. I'm trying to look into the other set. Ooh, like this artwork right here, this Charmander is really, really cool. We've got a lot of cool cards here. And this was one of the holos that came in this set, that came in this collection. And I think these are from theme decks, so they're probably not worth much. You know, that's my guess, is they're the easiest cards that are going to end up in the bulk pile from theme decks. Got this cool Miltank. Let's see if I can find anything else that's kind of special in here. From this set, we have a Dusknoir level X. This is a pretty nice card. This is a pretty cool card that I think is actually worth a little chunk of money. We've got a Piloswine reverse. You know, cards like this, We've got another Miltank reverse. Cards like this I think are really cool, and they still hit that nostalgic serotonin in a sense that they're still 10 years old. There's a lot of kids growing up now, and these cards are going to be their vintage cards. We've got this other stack of Diamond and Pearl era cards. You got this really cool Golduck artwork. Let's just see if we can find some hollows. I think I have the hollows at the bottom of the stacks. And I believe this is a theme deck card. Again, we've got a Tangrowth hollow. And you know, he did his research. He knew what cards were valuable and what weren't. He wasn't oblivious to that. But I'm just trying to look at these and see if there's anything too valuable. Now the next stack we're gonna go over. See, we've got these, which I believe these were from Rampardos. I believe these were from theme decks. Bastodion. I believe that was a theme deck card. We've got a reverse Executor, reverse Parasect. We've got an Aeron. Okay, so, you know, nothing crazy, mostly theme deck cards, but we have two big stacks of Diamond and Pearl cards. And then you get to the fun stuff. You get to the early 2000s, you know, kind of right after the end of Skyridge and all these other sets. You get the EX sets. So we got this Golem that does come from a theme deck, but it's still really nice and definitely a vintage card now. This is from Legend Maker. I know because one of these other hollows are stamped. So we got, and a lot of these I have from buying another collection, but cards like this Machop, this Legend Maker stamped Machop, these cards are going to go up in value. These cards, that's a $50,000 booster box sealed. These hollows are going to go up in value, but this Golem was the only one that was notable from that. And then we got some cards from Delta Species, like this, I don't know if you guys can see this Togetic. Orion, you gotta try and show them better. We got this Togetic out of this collection. You know, just some cool cards from Dragon Frontiers. We got this Cloyster Hollow from Dragon Frontiers, which is a really, really good set. I just ordered that booster box recently, an empty one. It is Dragon Frontiers. I'm super excited to have it in my collection. Another one I did not show you guys recently was this theme deck display of Emerald. That's over here. I'll have to find a space for it when the other booster boxes come in. I might have to get rid of my sneakers that are on the bottom row so that I can put booster boxes there. But I never showed you guys this booster box. So we're just trying to play catch up here. It is EX Sandstorm booster box. There's one I think for sale for $200 to $300. This one's dang near mint condition, and I got it for $25. These are the kind of purchases you want to pick up if you're getting into vintage. Empty booster boxes, Pokemon theme decks, and you know, holographic cards from these Wizards of the Coast sets. Those are the kind of things that I'm looking after, and collections. Like it's just, there's so much. Oh, low battery. There's so much stuff out there. It's just so hard picking between, you know, what to collect and what not to collect. We've got this really, really nice, like, yeah, there were some banger cards in this collection I bought recently for $270. We got this Ledian Hollow, Dragon Frontiers. We got this Tropius Hollow stamped Dragon Frontiers. Really nice card. I would have a lot of stuff to be able to sell. We got this Lekid from Dragon Frontiers stamped. Really, really nice. You know, I know we got this Seadro. We got a lot of Dragon Frontiers cards, which is great because Dragon Frontiers is one of those $50,000 booster boxes that you really want to have if you're getting back into it. We're getting to a point where I almost have, up to 2007, I believe there's 31 booster boxes. I almost have a good bit of those. I think I've got like 20 right now. Maybe less, maybe more like 15. But I have a lot of those booster boxes, and that's what I wanted to do. I didn't want to have to pay 50 G's to buy a booster box of cards that I probably would never open. So this is a way for me to get all these sets and have some of these cards. Let's see. We got some cards from Delta Species that are non-hollows, but here we have one of the hollows. Got this Bagon. pretty cool. And we got the Starmie, which is a really nice card. I recently gave one of these away, but this one's in mint condition, so I felt like it was okay to give away that card. And I didn't give it away. The person purchased 2 theme decks from me. It's in one of my more recent videos. When you buy with me, you're gonna get extra stuff. That's just how I roll. Let's see what else we got. I recently purchased this Tauros. As I was going through all these sets, I realized I had a lot of the cards in the sets with this collection and the cards I already had. So I recently got a bundle price on a couple things, and so I decided I would throw this Tauros in here. You guys might not be able to see it very well. The holo might not be shining great. But this is a Tauros from Crystal Guardians. Crystal Guardians was one of those last sets that I want to collect up to. I think it was 2007. That's like the last set that I want to collect up to. Even though, as you guys can see, now I'm collecting stuff that's 2012 and up. Just because it's out there and you're going to get it when you buy bulk collections. Let's see, what else do we have in here? There's a bunch of... in this collection, I got a bunch of Crystal Guardian... holo cards that are commons, you know, like this holo Spoink or holo Diglett. They're really not worth very much. They're just commons, but in another 10-20 years they could be worth a lot more. And then, you know, cards like this I got out of that collection that I think are really cool. This is a Charmeleon, and it's just a really good artwork. Up to 2007, they seemed to repeat a lot of the reminiscent artworks you would see from the Wizards of the Coast sets. So, you know, up to 2007, these set artworks are really good. I mean, look at this Squirtle. Just trying to get this while still being functional on here. Look at this Charmander. Crystal Guardians. And maybe these are from the theme decks. I don't know. Oh, we got a Combuskin from that collection. Holographic Combuskin. That's pretty cool. Then we're into Delta Species. Oh, no. This was Crystal Guardians too. Check out this Crystal Guardians Charmander that's electric. That's sick. Yeah, we got a lot of cards from that set in here. And then we got EX Emerald cards. So, if you guys don't already know, I am a huge, and I'm going to set this back over there. I know some of you may think you shouldn't stack your cards in stacks like that, but honestly, there's just too many to deal with organization. And last night, I spent all night trying to organize this room so that I could get back to making videos for you guys and for myself, because I do love making videos, and it just feels good. It feels good to be able to vent. It feels good to be able to talk about my hobby. It feels good to be able to connect with all the people that are in this community. Feel free to comment. I'm not going to tell you guys to hit the like button, subscribe every single time. It gets really, really old when people tell you, do this, do this, do this, every single time you're watching their video. Are they doing it to make money? Are they monetizing it? Or are they just doing it because they like to do it? Of course we want to make money doing it, but it all starts because you enjoy doing it. Anyways, if you don't know, now you know, I love Pikachu. I love Pikachu, I love Pichu, I love Raichu, I love those little electric mice. Anyways, I guess that's one way to say it. Anyways, we did, from that collection I bought, we got these amazing artworks from Emerald. We got this awesome Pikachu, we got this Plusle. I also got a Holon Phantoms. We got a bunch of Holon Phantoms holos. Those are really expensive. One of them is a Pikachu. It looks phenomenal. I don't know if I'm going to have time in this video to show you guys everything. I still haven't even opened this other piece of mail, which is what the video is about. But I'm just trying to catch up and show you guys stuff that I care about. We got some Emerald cards here. So we got a little bit of everything going on right there. Oh, I'll have to set those all on top of each other again. I'll deal with that in a minute. Okay, we got to keep going. We got to get this box open. Let's get this box open. And we want to reuse all this stuff, not only to recycle, but just because it saves money. You know, these boxes actually cost money, believe it or not. All right. And I just reuse all of mine. Okay. Throw that down there. We got some plastic here. I'll reuse that. Recycle and reuse, baby. Recycle and reuse. All right. Not sure who this came from. Wouldn't even know to do a shout out at this point. Okay, this was weird. I got a bunch of Marvel cards. So I was really freaking out a second there. We got a nice little team baggie here, and I reuse everything. Top loaders, team bags, you name it, I'm reusing it. All right, so we got all these Marvel cards here, which is kind of cool. I'm not into Marvel at all, and this isn't gonna get me into it either, but this was nice of the seller. I did tell them that I'm a YouTuber. YouTuber. Anyways, yeah, we got some heroes here. Anyways, not the point of our video, but thank you. I appreciate the gift. Oh, this shiny boy right here. We have a beautiful Ampharos. I remember I had this card in my childhood binder, which we never found. It still irks me to this day. H1 of H32. So this is the first holographic card in the Aquapolis set, and it looks damn near mint. I feel very happy with the price I paid for this card. Think it was like 70 bucks, maybe 60 bucks, maybe 65, I'm not sure. You see that hollow pattern? Beautiful. Phenomenal. So we've got a lot of the hollows now in this set. It's very exciting. Oh yeah. Anyways, my wife is staring at me through, so our sunroom is connected with this room, so there's a little window that used to be a part of the old house that became an extension, but she was just staring at me going, 65. Like, you spent 65 on one card? All right. Anyways, guys, as many of you that are longtime collectors know, you will spend a lot more than 65 on certain cards. So we've got this. This was also cool. It came in one of the Latios decks, and I just think this holo is outstanding. It's a really, really cool card. Got this in the collection as well. Now we're kind of back to talking about the collection, trying to catch you guys up with all the cards that I bought out of just buying that. This one is also a part of some kind of special theme deck. We got this Manaphy holo here. And then, there are 2 Jungle First Editions. Nothing major, but they are near mint condition. We got a Persian and we got a Pharaoh. Let's see, are they uncommons? Yeah, they're both uncommons, which is kind of nice. Yeah, we got 2 First Editions out of that collection. And then I'm gonna get into it. I've got a lot of the cards still in their original sleeves down here in my boxes of cards. I felt like an idiot because when I bought the collection, I should have done a video right then and there that day. Before I organized anything, I should have done a video showing everything that I got, or at least showing a stack of holos and then showing the big box. But I'm just gonna have to go through them here. I am gonna find that Pikachu. The first thing on my stack of my valuables that I keep in a stored acrylic box is Pikachus. All kinds of Pikachus, promo Pikachus, mint Pikachus. Here we go. So I don't have time to show you guys all the Holon Phantom cards that I got, but this is proof that I did get that Holon Phantom holographic Pikachu. This is this is my favorite card that I bought out of this whole collection. It is. I love Pikachu. This is an awesome artwork. It's from a really good set. Holon Phantoms is another $30, $40, $50,000 set that you would pull a card like this from. It's very nice. It's a very nice card. It's got a little bit of edge wear at the top, but for the most part, holo Pikachu. How many of those are out there? Anyways, so let's keep going down. Let's go down. And I already organized a lot of these cards to be with their respective, with the cards that they would go with. But I know I still have blue sleeves on, or black sleeves, whatever kind of sleeves. These are all from that collection that I bought. So it makes it a little easier to track them down because I was lazy and I just was like, I'm not gonna re-sleeve all these, which I typically do, but I'm glad I didn't because it saves it for this video. And this one was one of the cards from the collection, even though it has a clear sleeve. I know it was from that collection. And then I've got some cards down here that are more played, so I don't keep them in my personal stuff because I will sell them at some point, but I'm just showing you guys everything I got. First things first, I got a Nidoking. That's at least $5, at least $10. I got a second Nidoking. Is that base set or base 2? At least $5, at least $10. At the very least, we got a fossil Magneton. It's pretty nice. We got a base Magneton, common as heck. We got another base Magneton. Even though they're rares, they're still very common to see. We got a Poliwrath, which could have came out of the theme decks. This might be easier. We got a Poliwrath. We got a Scyther that was actually pretty clean, and if you guys don't know, Scyther is definitely one of my favorites. Really, really clean card. That's at least $20 if it's clean. We got a Vileplume, it's clean. We got a Gyarados, and I just bought one of these, but we got this in this collection. Very clean. Yeah, there's like nothing on this Gyarados. This Gyarados is super clean, so that's pretty cool because I always just wanted to randomly have a hollow Gyarados sitting in my collection, and now I have one. Hitmonchan, definitely one of my favorites. Fighter type, really cool. He's got his boxing gloves on. We got a Japanese Nidoqueen. We got a Japanese Hitmonchan. Japanese cards just look beautiful. Great quality control. We got a Rocket Arbok. We got a Hitmonlee. Really cool. I love these Cosmo Hollows on these older cards. Oh, actually, we got another banger. We got a Delta Species Hollow, Reverse Hollow Rare, number 8 Latias out of Delta Species. Again, he knew what cards were rares and what cards would probably fetch value, but he didn't like the style of some of these cards, and so he just wanted to toss them. Some of these cards, though, despite, and I agree with him, I don't like some of the styles of some of these cards in these sets, but that doesn't change the fact that they are very valuable cards. So that was a banger that we got right there. That was a beautiful card to get. Also, this promo Entei is really nice. Probably just a $5 card. This Pop Series 2 Entei is really nice. Any legendary dog, to me, is going to be a really nice card, even if it's from the newer sets. But this is Pop Series 2. This guy is an OG, practically. So we got a promo Entei on there. We got a Pop Series Tauros thrown in there. That's a hollow. We got a Rainbow Energy. It's a hollow. We got this Alakazam from one of these Diamond and Pearl sets. It's one of the first cards in the set. It's a hollow. You are not getting this out of a theme deck. So this was pulled out of a pack. So that was a nice hollow. We got this Tyranitar. I'm a huge fan of Tyranitar. Not sure what set it came from. Beautiful card. Beautiful card. Love me some Tyranitar. We got a Reverse Hollow Legendary Collection card. These are super valuable right now, and this is a Tauros. I think this card, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4 surface creases, little creases, but overall, very nice card, especially when it's being thrown into a whole bulk lot of cards. And then he threw these in here because I told him I just didn't know if I could go through with the deal. Originally, we settled at $300, and the price came down at $270 after he threw these cards in. There's another one that's missing here that I'm not going to get up and get. It's a Brock's Ninetales. Brock's Ninetales, mint condition, beautiful card. I think I remember paying $40 or $50 for that way back. But yeah, that was thrown in, and these Gym Heroes cards were thrown in. All these hollows are very nice. We also have a Muck, an EX Muck, and it is from EX Dragons set. We got a lot of, so I'm missing a whole stack of cards here. You know, the more I go over these, the more I realize I got a really good deal on all these cards. There's a whole stack of cards though. We got EX Dragons, we got Holon Phantoms, we got Rocket Returns. I got a couple cards from Rocket Returns, which is a really great set. Oh, and then here's the played cards that I just put in my played box. They're all moderately played, but here's some more hollows. It doesn't look like there are any differently colored sleeves here, so I don't think that there's anything from that collection in this other box. So I think that's that for now. I'm going to put... Actually, I will do that after the video. I have a really bad habit of doing that. Okay, so let's go over some other cards. Some of them that I recently just bought, and we are 35 minutes in. Dang it, that's going to be a long video. But Here we go. And the more I look at it, the more I'm like, it's more lightly played. It's a lightly played Blaine's Charizard. Very lightly played Blaine's Charizard, but not near mint like I originally thought. Here you guys go. Here's the big boy. So, this was the card that I pretty much told him that I'm going to pay $100 of the collection towards just this card. I originally was not part of the deal, but he told me he did have this card that originally came with all these other cards, and I said, okay, that's the one that I really want. That one right there. And I almost just bought this card alone, but the deal was so much better buying a bulk amount of cards that I can either resell or trade down the road. But here you guys have it. This is the Blaine's Charizard. I'm not going to take it out of this sleeve protector. I'm just not. But you guys can see the hollow pattern's really nice. You guys might not be able to make it out, but the top of this card there's just a little bit of wear on the edge of the top of this card. All the corners are fantastic. There's no smudges. There's no dirt. The back of this card looks phenomenal. This could have been one of he had it on eBay for 250 bucks. So he was going to sell this originally for a lot more. And it could have, I told him, you're not going to get 250, but you'd probably get something like 150, 130. But then there's fees, and then you have to ship it out, and then hopefully you don't get scammed by the buyer. So after that discussion, he decided he would sell the cards to me. And I'm not even making money on them. I'm sitting on these until I figure out what to do with them or which cards I'm going to sell first. I have a couple lots of hollows that are on Mercari, my Mercari store. Those I'm awaiting sales for. So when those sell, I will put more bulk hollows up for sale. And I've been getting offers, but no one has been willing to pay my price of the cards so far on those lots. And guys, right. Recently picked this up off of Mercari from another seller. I needed one card from him. I'm forgetting what that card exactly was, and I ended up picking this Groudon up that's from Emerald for like $5. This Groudon is sick. I don't know why, I just think that this card is really, really nice. I really like the artwork on it. Like, that's one of my favorite cards I picked up, and it was such a cheap pickup, and maybe that's why I love it so much. And then I also picked up this Nidoqueen, which actually looks a lot better on the surface, even though I know it has some warp to it or some denting to it. But here's a first edition Nidoqueen. I'm putting this in my glass case with all my first edition cards. This first edition Nidoqueen, I really like Nidoqueen. I like this like sea foam green that this Nidoqueen, the color of this Pokemon. And then this field of flowers, pink flowers. Just a really, really nice card. And of course, a first edition. I don't know how well you guys can see this card, but it looks like it's in really good condition. There is some play. I think there's some kind of warping or some kind of weird crease thing. It's so hard to judge conditions of cards. Yeah, so there is I can see it now. There is a crease going down right through here. It's a very light surface crease, but yeah, you can't even see it on the back, but it's there. Anyways, that was that. Oh, and then from this big collection I bought, there was an Unseen Forces Jolteon holo, which is pretty cool. He's number 8 in the set, so one of the first cards in the set. So if I want to complete these sets later on, I've got a good bit of the cards to work with. Oh, here's one of the biggest finds out of that collection that was totally overlooked. Dragon Frontiers, number 91, Reverse Holo Dragonite EX. Really, really nice card. Really kind of don't understand how you could overlook a card like this. It's got these, he did not like these hollow edges. I think that they're phenomenal. I think they look great. But yeah, this is the Dragonite EX Reverse Holo. Really cool. The Delta species, it's a grass type Dragonite, which is kind of interesting. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much, I think we've gone over everything now. Almost everything. We're forgetting another stack of cards that were in there, but that's pretty much everything. Anyways, guys, Thanks for tuning in. I know it was a long video, but I had to squeeze a lot of stuff in there. Peace out, guys.